Hello guys, Garcia here. This is the beginning of a new playthrough on the channel, Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. So, if you guys watched my granny video, I was pondering if I should play this game or not, because I love this game so much, the atmosphere and the ambience and the stories and so on. But the main problem with this game is it has like several game-breaking bugs, some of them like very complicated to deal with, and also it's not an easy game at all, so also has that going against it. But it's a very like the atmosphere is amazing. Obviously it's a Lovecraftian game, so it's full of those concepts of cosmic horror, which is my favorite type of horror, and horror is my favorite genre, so it's like a match made in hell in this case here. So let's play it. So the way I'm going to deal with the bugs is very simple. So in this game I think you can have like 7 save files, so we are going to use the first 6 ones for our playthrough here. And the 7th one I'm going to actually use as an exploratory save. So basically I'm going to scout ahead before I record an episode to see if I can spot bugs and try to find ways to like circumvent them, you know. Online you have like several guides with like a bunch of bugs that can happen in certain points, and they give you a bunch of like different actions and different methods that you can use to either circumvent the bug or simply avoid the bug from like coming into existence, you know, so forcing your character through that situation. So I'm going to keep an extra save here for that just in case. But other than that, this game is awesome in terms of the atmosphere is just like unbeatable. I think it's the best Lovecraftian game of all time. So and also there's a lot of difficult sections, so there's going to be some loading involved. So but that's it. So let's go, guys. Boy Scouts. I imagine this must be the normal difficulty, right? So that's been a while since like the last time I played this. Probably, I don't even remember the first time I played it, but it's been so many years. So Arkham Asylum, not that one. Although probably comes from this.
At my end, I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear. A fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
So very eventful start there. So that's the future. Sometimes there's some lines that will show up here during the transitions. I'll try to read them, but they show up really fast because PCs nowadays obviously load this game way faster. I'm going to keep the game tips on just because this game is so complicated, so if I need to remember some of the mechanics, they will pop up on the screen in appropriate times, you know. So there you go. So that part is 6.5 years ahead. JPW. So that's our guy, Jack Walters, I guess. Private investigation, Massachusetts. 1915. Actually, the dates are very important in this game, so I need to start paying attention.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any Victor.
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, you know, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Yeah, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
Alright, so the game just started, there's already a cult, just right away, immediately. So yeah, very important thing about this game too, is that this game has kind of a series of random problems with it. One of the problems is actually the key bindings. So I actually switched all the key bindings here. So the one that moved backwards was actually, I think, for leaning right or something like that. So I had to replace one of the other because it didn't make sense. The action one was also X or something like that, which also doesn't make any sense. Usually all the games use either E or Q or something like that, you know? Anything that is close to your WASD hand, you know what I mean? And I changed a few things here, just to make it like simpler for me. So there's a lot of things different with this game. So first of all, the healing system is completely different. So you get the first aid kits throughout the game. And each one of these, bandages and so on, you can use on different types of injuries in your body here. So you can click on your guy and it's going to show. So for example, you want to bandage like your torso, your right leg, left leg, and so on. So it depends on what type of injury you sustained. You are going to use different types of items. Or you can just auto heal, which is basically you press the fast heal button and the game will kind of freeze. And Jack will open his first aid kit and choose the appropriate remedy for his situation, you know what I mean? Also we have morphine, which is you can use to move while injured. It's going to like give you a quick boost. This is our game time, and this is very important because this is there will be a lot of files here, which will help us to build the mythos, to use a word here, of this game. So, before we begin here, let's read the diary entry of Jack Walters. I have a lot of trouble saying this for some reason. I always skip the L here. So, a local disturbance. So, evening. So, I guess I'm becoming a victim of my own success. After closing the last 5 cases so fast, the papers have been calling me a local hero, but I just had a run of lucky hunches, that's all. So, I'm just another cop doing his job. So there's a disturbance at a local residence. It's probably just a bunch of kids hopped up on moonshine. Why call in a detective? Obviously because probably this is going to be more problematic than that. So maybe the uniform boys are sore at being out at this weather and they want to share their joy with the local hero. It wouldn't be the first good-natured prank I've had to take since those newspaper reports. I don't know though. Something doesn't feel right. It's more than just a regular bad feeling. It's hard to explain, but it's strong. So I'm probably just tired. Those dreams don't help. I can't remember when I last got a good night's sleep. Must be a month at least. So right about the time I started my run of lucky hunches. So the dreams have been getting worse lately. I'm almost afraid to close my eyes. Bourbon, I don't know how to pronounce that, helped me at first, but not anymore. So the lack of sleep must be affecting my nerves. Well, jitters or not, I better get going. So as you can see, he's already kind of startled because he has been having his weird dreams that he can't explain. So he's already kind of tired because he can't rest, as he usually did in the past. All right.
We haven't got time to hang around.
Chill, bro. I'm testing stuff here. Sorry, Jack. All those guys back then spoke like that, right?
I think I saw him with Officer Armstrong. Just take it easy.
Chill, bro.
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
Hey.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
We can do this on
Can
the outside
we
already.
trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
Oh, for sure. That's the understatement of the century here.
Try to stay calm. You better hurry, Jack.
Alright, so let's go. Of course. It already went south, like immediately. I can still move, but very slowly. So shootout started here. So let me check the other side because I know the entrance is on the other side. Let me check here if I can get something.
It won't budge. I'll need to find another way in.
They have the nice effect of like water on the camera here. Oh, I thought this guy was one of the enemies here.
It's just a trash can. Nothing of interest.
Can I close this? I don't like having doors open behind me. No, I cannot, so whatever. Okay.
That symbol's strange. Looks almost like a flaming eye. I should take a closer look.
Alright, so that's the save point. So keep saving until we fill all the slots here. Alright.
This blasphemous image makes me feel uneasy.
I bet.
A depiction of some alien creature.
What about this?
An old grandfather clock.
I love the fact that you can just press the action button and like get his opinion on everything.
That's an unusual design. The front door has been barricaded with tables and chairs.
Alright, so let's start exploring here, slowly. So this part is a little annoying because there's going to be bullets being hailed in the outside for a while here. So I'll just have to talk through them here. Alright, some sort of altar. So the rituals have already started. We're pretty late.
This blasphemous image makes me feel uneasy.
That's the same one as the outside. What about this one? My god.
A powerful painting of some cosmic horror.
That's a wink and a nod.
These fellas have one curious art collection.
Absolutely.
It's a strange painting, but it reminds me of something.
4, 5 tentacles, I guess. Can I get something? So I remember a few of the difficult parts, but most of them kind of foggy, so I'm not sure exactly. Oh, so that's looks like a spaceship. Yeah, definitely. Like this should be like the core right there. Okay.
As I continue to translate the narcotic fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Yithian masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the elder things. It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future.
Alright, so we can pick documents and stuff. Okay, so we already started with like one very big like Lovecraftian principle here. The elder things, how insignificant we are, how old they are, and so on. So clearly we have a cosmic horror loving cult here. But other than that, we still don't know exactly what's going on, so we'll see. This is not like a jump scare heavy game at all, which is actually something that I like, because nowadays every single horror game is like a jump scare fest, you know what I mean?
It's an old stove. It's too dark to be sure, but that rotting smell tells me these shelves are used for storing food.
Okay. Bunch of rats. Outside. Okay. What about here?
It's locked.
Okay. So another problem that this game have is actually not like a problem that this game has, but like most games of this generation here had, which is they love to use those like staggered save points. So there's a save now, and there's only going to be like a save in like 20 minutes or something like that, you know? So you can't like just enter here and save, you can just load, as you can see. So it is kind of annoying sometimes, especially when you just did something very difficult.
It's locked.
So we are going to save as much as possible when we see a save point. Okay, two sides. Some not so friendly noises there.
The wood in those shelves looks rotten. It figures they'd collapse.
Nothing important here. We are going to be without a weapon for like the longest time. For a few episodes at least, because we only get weapons later in the game. Oh, chill bro, don't kill me. Oh. Okay.
The shelves have collapsed and spilled books all over the floor.
So I did something with the sound here of the game. I did this. Let me show you guys. So it's as low as it can go because this game is so loud. I'm pretty sure you guys are still hearing everything, because even in 2, we could go like to like 10. This game is like incredibly loud. So the voices will be loud too. I need to keep them at least on 3 here to be able to listen to them. But I will always shut up during... I'll try to. Always shut up during conversations and stuff, to be able to listen to what everybody is saying. Because I had to lower the sound a lot.
It won't open.
Those games back then was just... everything was kind of weird. You know, the sound was weird. You couldn't choose a resolution and so on. Things that are like staples nowadays, back then were like luxuries, really. Not every game was designed with that in mind.
Poisoning by the looks of it.
Okay. So this fella was poisoned.
I can't open it.
There's another one. Other one there. So maybe this was like some sort of ritual mass suicide, I guess. Can I get that?
I can't open it.
Seems like one of those drawing...
I can't open it.
Oh, yeah. Cannot. Hey, sir.
He's dead. They're all dead.
So yeah, we are being presented here with the sanity system. So in this game, not only you have the health system and so on, the different type of different way of healing your character. We also have a sanity system. So every time you see several like very shocking things in a row, your character's vision and his movement would be affected. You know, as you can see, our vision is blurry, like we drank something. That's basically because our heart rate is way higher and so on. You know. Nothing here.
It's hot and giving off a lot of smoke.
Stove.
What a nut house. The walls have been covered with glyphs.
So can we identify something here? What is this one? I don't think so. Oh, there's one here.
I can't open it.
Oh, I thought I could get this book.
I can't open
Probably
it.
not.
Suicide. Or rather, mass suicide.
Another book.
These nuts had some serious...
Oh, there's one I can get,
diary.
actually.
This will make interesting reading.
Oh, I bet. I bet it's going to be awesome. How about this one?
Nothing of interest.
Nope.
He's dead. They're all dead. Suicide.
Another one.
Or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious
Right,
issues.
so all of them have some inscriptions in their bodies here. Some of the inscriptions have been carved on the skin. Other ones have been drawn. All of them have these metallic thingies on their necks. Okay. So before we continue here, let's read. So we just got a new file. So Diary of a Cult Member. So August 20th, okay, or the 20th of August. So we have been watching him for 2 months. Who? I can feel my anticipation growing as the day of contact draws near. Oh, maybe it's actually me. Yeah, Mr. Walters. Yeah. So Victor has not yet divulged his final plans for bringing Mr. Walters to us. All I know is that we must succeed. So I'm already in deep here, apparently. So the sermon today was inspiring. This guy looks like a preacher of some kind. So Victor enlightened us with a story of the great race, transcending the bounds of time to visit his dreams. Oh, the great race, that's not a good theme in the Lovecraftian lore. So all the conscious things on this earth and in the ocean depths, that's a rough word for me to say, I'm sorry. So we are but servants to a greater design. I can only hope that my faith during these last days will win me favor when our masters step through the gate. So they are coming. So 5 days later, the experiments below have claimed one more of our order. So another volunteer. Oh, so they are volunteers, I see. So they choose to go. So another volunteer is needed, but many are willing. I can see that. So we are truly blessed through our faithful service, now that his coming grows so close. So September 3rd. So the preparations are complete and Victor's plan is in motion. He will arrive soon. So surely by now he must suspect his true nature, or at least question the nature of his gifts. So they are talking about me here. So he has come. Finally it begins. There you go. So we are finally here. So apparently we were meant to be here all along. So we have a door here. It's rough. Oh, here. I can't see shit. Okay.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr. Walters.
Oh, down he goes. Immediately.
A key. This should help downstairs. Damn, he recognized me.
Damn it.
And it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint.
Yeah, he was trying to explain, but yeah, didn't have any time.
He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning.
Sometimes that happens. You click on stuff, and the dialogue of another stuff that you clicked will play on top of it.
An old wardrobe.
It's kind of weird. So there's some bullets on the floor here, but I doubt I can get these.
He's
because
dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning.
we don't have guns yet, and we are not going to have them for a while. Oh, not the guy. Hey, man.
At last!
Well, they
You
were
seem
all
to recognize me. I don't get it.
expecting me here, but
Empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful.
none of them will be alive, or will remain alive, to be able to interact with us here. So the entire cult must be gone by now. Alright, so we got the key, so let's go downstairs. Let's save again, because always save. Especially in games that are not generous with the save game feature. We should definitely use it when we can. This is the only locked door here, right?
It's unlocked.
There you go. Oh.
The fire's still burning.
No, not a fire. I want to know about the pictures. These are all Jack, right?
It must have been lit recently, but it started to die down.
For some reason I can't interact with the pictures. There you go.
I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I've gotta think.
Alright, so By his heart rate, you can see that
Nope, nothing of interest.
it really frightened him here.
All these photos and clippings are of me. I just don't get it. Another key.
Oh.
This should fit the door across the hall.
How do you know, bro?
From the dates on some of these clippings, this crazed mob must have been following me for years. Jesus, I'm a detective and I had no idea. They seem to know so much about me, and I've got nothing on them, aside from their eccentric taste in paintings and their cheerful indulgence in self-mutilation. I know exactly zilch.
So I like a lot the insights, the investigative insights that he has.
Jack Walter's collage.
Because clearly, back in the day, without all the tools we have right now at our disposal to actually research and find out something about someone, back then was way, way harder. So how he didn't notice, you know what I mean? That he was being followed and so on. These ones we already explored. Let's save again. The idea is to fill all of the save slots here. Okay. So which one? There's one locked door here, right? Where? Oh no. On the other side, I guess. We have two here. Let's see
It
this
won't
one.
open.
No,
It won't open.
also not.
It's been boarded up.
Boarded up, okay. Yeah, so there's only one door left, I think. This one, right?
It's unlocked.
There you go. Let's check. Some sort of library here. Study. What is this? I can hear someone.
For nutcases, they seem quite literate. These books are really old, and most of them are in strange languages I don't understand. It appears to be a private study area.
Oh, can I get this?
The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek. I don't have time to read. I'm a detective, not a pen pusher.
This guy.
There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room.
Okay, so we'll be exploring that. So first, let's read, and then let's save. So let's see if we can read. Narcotica. Jesus Christ. So the manuscript looks medieval, but claims to be a translation from classical Greek for a far older work from before the time of the first humans. So maybe millions or even billions of years ago. So the pages are stained, faded, and even burned in some places, making reading difficult. The legible sections tell the story of unthinkable distant antiquity. They speak of races so strange as to be beyond human comprehension, and wars fought across vast gulfs of time and space. There are concepts so utterly alien that they sound like absolute madness. So we have time travel, we have flying polyps, mental projection, the great race of the Earth. It makes you dizzy just to read about it, or just reading about it. So yeah, the game just started and we already have been bombarded with tons of Lovecraftian concepts. Okay, so let's check the noise here. This side. Can I open this? Yes, I can.
Shit, that did not sound good.
Absolutely not. So the stealth is like shift, I think. Oh, chill, bro. Oh, it
Well,
broke.
that's just swell.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking here. Alright, so as you can see, when I use shift, my field of view changes and the screen has these white layers on it. So this is stealth in this game. So weird.
He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull.
Oh, so he just died. I see. Oh, chill, bro. Jeez. Oh.
Medical charts on the human anatomy. This sink would be used for scrubbing up.
So we can't see a whole lot because of the brightness.
Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. In all my time on the job, I've never seen anything like this before.
What about this one?
It looks like the bodies have been mutilated. If my instincts are right, I'd say they've been experimenting on each other.
Another one?
From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered.
Well, we read about that, so I guess so. Alright, so I have to chill with my guy here because he's so scared already.
Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment. Seems like these
can I open
cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment.
Guess not. Oh. Well, it's been a long time since I've been here. This is one of the most iconic images in the game. So let's check on this fella here. So he's breathing, so he's alive.
Good God! What the hell is all this?
That's what I want to know.
I've never seen such equipment before. Who could have made such a machine?
Yeah, for sure it's not a cult. I mean, maybe, but seems pretty advanced.
His internal organs have been removed and spread across the room. This insane contraption looks like it's keeping him alive.
Oh, so the organs are all over the place here?
Looks like his stomach.
Man, you know what this looks like? A saw trap? Imagine like this being the final trap of one of the movies. Would have been amazing. And this game's from like 2005, 2006 or something like that.
The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing. His beating heart.
So what is the point of this particular experiment here? I'm actually curious. Oh, the brain?
Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for. This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines. Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid.
Man. Can I interact with this one?
I've never seen equipment like this before.
Oh, there's a panel here. I probably shouldn't click on this. Going to kill the guy. But I do remember that I need this crystal for something. Well, we'll come back here later. There's a door here. Let's check. Oh, this is going to break again.
Feels like it's going to collapse
Yeah.
at any moment.
It really looks like it. Oh my god. Now we are in way too deep here. We're too deep.
Ah! It's too hot to pick up.
Jesus, man. Oh. Oh, that's the drawing we saw, I guess. Right? The spaceship?
There's no power.
Okay. Is there something down there? Oh yeah, this game has jumping for some reason. I didn't even know. Just was reminded of that.
It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, so I have to bring the crystal from up there to here, right? Can I see anything? I don't think so. What is this?
What the hell is that?
But that's what I want to
I
know.
wonder what it's for.
Okay, so we need to bring the power downstairs. Well, we have to kill the guy, basically, right? Not that he's living like his best life there, but if I could avoid it. Probably I need to press here. Sorry, guy.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, so he is dead now. Let's see if his heart is still beating here.
His heart has stopped.
Nope.
His lungs have stopped ventilating.
Yeah, so he is gone.
The machine must have overloaded. He's dead.
Yeah, looking like either like a jigsaw victim or like one of those bastards that get captured by Pinhead in Hellraiser.
The machine must have overloaded. He's dead.
Which is already Lovecraftian in concept too.
The crystal's still warm.
Sorry, guy, but at least he's not going to be alive in that situation any longer, I guess. Okay. So that doesn't seem like a good idea at all.
It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs.
So here it is. That's the type of stuff you don't do, but hey. Oh, they're coming. Oh, are these the Ithians? Or the polyps? So, 6 years later?
It's been more than 6 years
Yes.
since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else. Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Ryan Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
So now I have to look for this Brian guy at Innsmouth. So, night, February 6th, 1922. So, 6.5 years later. So, I have a new client, Mr. Arthur Anderson, the original manager of the First National grocery store chain. So, it appears that the First National grocery in Innsmouth was recently burglarized, and its manager, one Brian Burnham, is missing. So from what I have been able to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue. So a friend of the family, Mr. Anderson, gave him the job as a favor. I see. So Burnham is looking like the prime suspect for the robbery. What? But there is a few things that don't add up. Not to Anderson and not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force an entry into the store when he had a full set of keys? Yeah. Free access to the cash register and the combination to the back office safe to misdirect any investigation. It was his plan. Why did he disappear? Or if that was his plan, yeah. So following my conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out that I could, what I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. So for generations, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by neighboring communities. So outsiders are unwelcome there. And there are superstitious tales of a strange element in the town's oldest families. So they are of mixed blood. So the stories go. So whatever that's supposed to mean, the usual Hicktown prejudice, no doubt. So every horror movie ever. So after making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away distrustful of the local authorities. He isn't buying their line that Burnham robbed the place and wants to know what happened to him. So only one bus goes to Innsmouth, and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. So it feels good to have a purpose after 5 months trying to break through my amnesia. It also feels, I also feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's the wild stories about the town, or maybe it's just because I haven't had a case in so long. So there you go. So one of the things that I also like about this game a lot is that it gives you an insight. So a visit to the old town. I do not expect the reader to believe what there you go. No time. I tried. It's way too fast. So the next day. So it gives you an insight to his brain, how his mind works, you know.
Driver, how far to the stop?
Almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own.
We basically told you most of what you needed to hear about Innsmouth to begin with. Well, headless chap there.
This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Alright, so we are finally at Innsmouth here. And we are already hearing some distorted voices here. That will be a common occurrence throughout the entire game, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we have this vast town to explore here. So let's start talking to the people here. Oh, there's a guard there. Let me see. There's the variety store. Federal Street. South Street. Dock Street. New Fall Street.
That way's blocked by a police line.
I know. I want to talk to the guy, not to the line.
Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
Oh, chill, bro.
What happened here, Constable?
Nothing.
Oh, swell. You can let me pass then?
No. You'll have to go another way.
Okay, so as you can see in this game, you can talk to the same person several times and you
Won't
get
budge.
different answers. What is this? Reese and yeah, I have no idea.
It won't open.
This one, probably part of the same one. So let's explore here first. This is the variety store. We have to get in this store later, I'm pretty sure. This is New Fall. The poorhouse. Yeah, we need to enter here too.
It won't open.
So there's a lot of doors here, but I'm pretty sure we can't open most of them. Hey driver.
Could you direct me to the First National grocery store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
Yeah, this guy's not gonna help me. Hey dude.
That fellow was just stringing me along with a lot of nothing about nothing. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Sorry, stranger. I can't help you.
Oh, great.
It won't budge.
Oh, there's a door here too.
It won't budge.
Outsiders coming, snooping around when they ain't wanted.
Oh. Oh yeah. It's not doing well. What about the headless statue here?
This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War.
Oh, of course.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in...
I never heard of no Burnham.
Oof. What about you, sir?
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Can't rightly say I know him.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this voice?
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
If you don't like it, just turn around and leave.
Okay, bro, chill. Jesus. What is this?
It won't budge.
This is called Innsmouth. I can't read. Yeah, I can't read, so I don't know what this is. But that's one hell of a building in terms of size.
It won't open.
Oh, hey, sir.
Stop! You can't come down there.
Oh, I see. Oh, what happened? Oh, I thought he was going to kill me.
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful.
Oh, the grocery. That's the place I need. The First National grocery store. Yeah. Alright, so I can't go through here. What about on this side? Do we have something? I don't think so. Is this a door? It's a dark area. What about here?
It won't budge.
Here?
It won't budge. Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
I can't be seen talking to you.
Okay, so as you can see. Oh yeah, the big building, forgot about this. So this is the only way to the store, I guess. So I probably need to be stealthy here.
It won't budge.
Yeah, so that's probably the next stop. I need to do this, right? Alright. So, what is this? The hotel, I guess? Gilman
Fog's thick
Hotel.
tonight. Damp enough to put out a fella's smokes.
Oh, we have a save here. Yeah. Let's just explore here a little bit. Very comforting location here. Very welcoming. Hey, sir.
Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Yeah, that is terrible.
Talking to this fellow's getting me nowhere, and he's more than a touch creepy.
Oh, yeah.
If I need a room, it won't open.
Let's check up here.
It's locked.
Locked.
No, the radiator's cold. A dusty assortment of old books. It won't open. It won't budge.
Okay, so far we haven't been able to open basically anything. We need to explore the rest of the city still before we go to the... We try to go to the store. So one of the frustrating things that I do remember about this game is the stealth mechanic's not only like weird when you use it, like this, but also the detection is kind of weird. Sometimes they see you like right away, and other times you can be like stealthy right in their faces here and they won't see you. So it's kind of a mixed bag, 50-50. So sometimes you load and you can do all the sections fine,
A dusty assortment of old
and
books.
other times you're going to have a lot of trouble, you know. So yeah, so far not really a receptive town at all, but that's exactly what I was expecting here. But I love the fact that we don't have like a real music here. We just have like an ambience, like a kind of distorted sound, and the wind blowing. Not even the moon is up here, apparently. So what is this big building here? The Esoteric Order of Dagon. See?
It won't open.
Of course. Okay. Where am I? Here. Alright, so we still have more exploring to do on that side. This side I think is closed off, right? Yeah, I don't think you can go through that. Alright, there's a guard here. What about this one?
It's locked. It must lead to the back of the variety store.
Yeah, so I think when we go here in the store, we are going to use this route here, as far as I remember. Yeah, so I think we should stop here, because I'm not sure how long or how big the city is. It's not only this square here, there's other sections of the city. So we are going to explore what we can here before we go to the... We'll try to do the stealth thing here to enter the First National. So let me go and save. So that should be our last save here, which means that our last save slot, I mean. So that means that I can use like the last one here. So it's actually 6 saves, not 7. Okay, so I'm going to save here. And I'm going to save the second one too. And from now on, I'm going to use the last one here to explore ahead. So this will make our episodes go smoother too, because then I'll be able to already know what I need to do. And also, I can try at least to avoid the game-breaking bugs. That is the biggest problem, really. If this game had like no major bugs, then I wouldn't need to do this at all. But yeah, unfortunately, that's how this game goes. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the first episode here of Call of Cthulhu. So this game, as I told you guys, we haven't even like really started yet. We haven't seen any of the mechanics at work yet. So what is the problem with them and so on. So we'll start to find out pretty soon what are the major problems with the game in terms of like gameplay. So the problems with the game are basically gameplay and bugs, that's it. The concepts, like the few characters that you meet, all of the Lovecraftian stuff, all of that is amazing. I like it very much. I like the atmosphere a lot. I like to just walk around the places that they put in this game just to feel the vibe, you know what I mean? So it's not one of those that like scary face go to jump at your face like at every 3 seconds. That's not this type of game.
Something's coming. Ain't seen fog like this since...
I like this like very ominous dialogue and these guys that are super weird. And you know there's something wrong with them, but you don't know exactly what it is, you know? And there's some guys that look normal, and there are other guys that just don't look crazy at all. Like this guy looks insane.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
You're in the wrong place. Asking the wrong questions, outsider.
Imagine you go to a place like this in the 20s, 1920s, and you talk to a guy like that, and he answers with that voice. Man, you wouldn't stay for like 5 seconds. That's so crazy. So that's what I enjoy about this game so much. So we'll see what the future holds for us, and we'll see if we'll be able to actually finish the game. I cannot promise that in good conscience because I really have no idea if it's going to be possible, because if we get one of those game-breaking bugs in certain sections, we might get stuck, literally stuck. So I'm not sure if the game has like a console or something like that, like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, Oblivion, Skyrim, games like that you can like fix bugs by like traversing walls or things of that nature to be able to proceed with the game. I don't know if that's the case, but we'll find out. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.